Step 2. Planning. Once your organization is interested, you can use the action plan to organize the next steps. We advise you to set up an advisory council to support you along the way. This can include other NGOs, the Ministry of Education, financial institutions, teachers, parents, and children. If you plan on working with schools, getting permission from the Ministry of Education is likely needed. We now have partners who share what they have done.
Did you form an advisory committee when ICS Kenya was preparing to launch its Aflatoun program? And if so, why did you choose to do that?
Yeah, we did form an advisory committee, and the way we went about it is that first, as an organization, we looked at who are the stakeholders we need to work with, and these were teachers, parents, and the students, children where we are working, and also the education officials. So we thought that it would be better to form the advisory committee so that then the decision-making process in terms of how the program is implemented, what changes have to be made, can be shared within the committee and agreed upon. And that by that means it becomes easier to implement a more consensus decision that has been taken. We also looked at it in the same way at the national level, and the need for the advisory committee at the national level was based on the need to scale up the program, possibly to work with the government at the higher level. And we saw that working as a single organization was going to be more problematic. So we saw the need to call other partners on board, other organizations that have already interest and are working on Aflatoun, and also the government to be involved in it, so that then we speak with one voice to be able to move the agenda forward.
Was it easy to persuade people to join the advisory committees in the first place?
It was easy to do so. It's only that people really wanted to be sure on what their role would be. I will spend more time to provide information to the stakeholders, because if they have the right information at the very beginning, then it will be possible for them to collaborate, to participate, and then after that is when I will be able to involve them. So I will delay the aspect of having the program rolled out to have the committee initially well informed, sensitized, and then the committee is formed so that they begin also to support the program from the very beginning. It is necessary to balance. For example, the government officials may want things to go in a certain way, and within that committee it is very difficult sometimes to play a neutral role, because then they need to work as a team, but not in a more directive, situation, and that can be a challenge. And sometimes, how do you balance this? And then the children can be able to collect their views as children, and they don't have to attend as all. They could have one or two representatives, and during that meeting, the children can basically share what their interests are and what they think needs to change, and they can also participate in it. So it requires preparation also to the board to understand that the children have views, and they should also be given space in the process of the committee to be able to share their views and also raise questions in the process. In the beginning, the parents were really they were really not sure. There's this concept about money and children being involved in money, and parents were very skeptical about it. And of course, the Ministry of Education was also not really aware how a program that involves children actually saving money in school would be. So from the committee, from meeting with the committee and from sensitizing the committee, the information went out into the schools. So a meeting with the parents in the schools, a meeting of the education officials in a general meeting at the district level. It provides a voice not just from ICS, because then we are promoting the idea, but also from others who have now learned about the process and how the project is supposed to to work, to be able to also share the information in the local, dialect, in the give examples of what has happened, and that way it makes it possible for the parents to accept.
Je vous disais que l'inspecteur d'académie a autorisé 5 écoles. Pour cela, il fallait insérer le programme Aflatoun dans le programme national du curriculum au Sénégal. Donc nous avons fait une étude pendant 3 jours et nous avons inséré le programme Aflatoun dans le programme national. Et ça allait très bien. Et là donc nous avons démarré. Le ministre, par rapport à l'inspecteur, a demandé quelques questions. Nous avons répondu. Il a vu que ça allait comme des roulettes. Il a fait une lettre d'accréditation au niveau de l'inspecteur d'académie, qui nous a autorisé à entrer le programme à l'école. C'est ainsi que maintenant, au Sénégal, le programme Aflatoun est directement lié avec le programme national. Et ça entre comme dans des roulettes pour tous les établissements au niveau pour là où Aflatoun intervient au Sénégal. Donc pour la lettre d'accréditation, on a d'abord, le ministre a demandé des questions sur le programme Aflatoun. Il fallait répondre à ces questions. L'aspect finance, planification, le droit des enfants et tout. Nous avons répondu en y insérant tout ce qui ferait avancer Aflatoun dans l'enseignement. Et nous lui avons donné à notre autorité qui l'a transmis. Après avoir lu avec ses conseillers, il a écrit une lettre de remerciement et de félicitations, en plus d'une lettre d'accréditation pour nous permettre d'appliquer Aflatoun au niveau de toutes les écoles. Maintenant, la difficulté, c'est surtout l'aspect finance. Là, ils se sont posés beaucoup de questions. Parce que chez nous, au Sénégal, on dit que habituer les enfants à l'argent, c'est faire d'eux peut-être de futurs voleurs. Et on l'a dit que non. On a bien expliqué en commentant que les finances, l'argent, l'enfant qui épargnerait serait demain un enfant proactif, un enfant vecteur du changement, un enfant vecteur du développement du Sénégal. Et ils ont compris, ce qui explique aujourd'hui que Aflatoun est superbement demandé dans toutes les écoles du Sénégal. Alors, l'inspecteur qui est en haut a donné son accord, mais celui qui est au milieu, là où interviennent les écoles, était sceptique. Alors il fallait le convaincre. Et donc là, j'y suis allé, mais il était un peu réticent. C'est quand ces enfants et les enfants des voisins sont revenus à la maison pour dire que, écoutez maman, on ne gaspille pas l'eau, on ne gaspille pas l'électricité et beaucoup de choses comme ça, qu'il a commencé à poser des questions aux enfants. Ils lui ont dit que c'est Aflatoun. C'est en ce moment, après notre deuxième rencontre, qu'il a compris que l'épargne, quand on parle de tout, c'est de façon holistique. Ce n'est pas tout simplement de l'argent. Il a dit qu'Aflatoun, c'est une très bonne chose. Et là, maintenant, il est devenu le premier défenseur de Aflatoun dans toute la région de Tambacounda. Et il nous encourage beaucoup. Quand on se voit, il nous dit de diffuser. Allez-y, vas-y, foncez. C'est un très bon programme. Donc là, on a beaucoup aimé. Il est passé de l'état colérique à l'état jovial pour Aflatoun. Donc je dis que c'est une très bonne chose.